And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain, my friend.
The end is almost near, like the song of Frank Sinatra, My Way, right?
Yeah.
You know the lyrics to My Way.
Near,
Yeah, and
Now
so
the end is near.
what can you say about your...
Well, I like to go back to the beginning before I talk about the end. The beginning, I would never forget. When I walked into this, I lived in the neighborhood for quite some time before I actually started working here. When I got out the Navy, 1985, the building was this majestic building that I knew no one who lived here. It just always was so, something about the building. I just wanted to see inside. But I'm the type of person, I never pry anything, so. But make a long story short, Bruce Smith, our old friend Bruce Smith.
Yeah.
He discovered me working at a grocery store on Cher in Argyle, because he was a frequent customer. And he came in and one day I decided, just for fun, say, hey, why don't you give me one of those fancy doorman jobs like you? And he told me, well, come Monday, this is open. I'm like, really? He said, yeah. But I didn't think much about it. I said, I've been promised jobs here and there.
Yeah.
But I said, you know what? I'll give it a shot. So I went and found the best shirt I had at the time, and trousers and dockers, and made sure I was proper.
And what year was that?
This was 1990.
You should work here for how long?
97. This was 1997. This was the year that Princess Diana had passed away.
Oh.
This was that week that she passed away.
Okay.
That was 97, correct? I lose track. But anyway, as I approached the building for the interview that day, and the doorman at the time, he let me in, and I looked down the hall, and I felt like Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz. I felt like the Tin Man was shaking. This building, when I walked in this building for the first time to see the Aquitania, I was blown away.
Yeah.
I'm sure it has that same effect on people today. This is a beautiful building. It's just, you know, we're here all the time. We can't grasp how beautiful this building is. When people first come in here and they see this place, it's magnificent.
So at that time, were you also already living at Metropolitan? Yeah.
No. I was living, at that time I was living on Ainsley.
Okay.
Yeah, I was living on Ainsley with my dad, and I had an opportunity for a job, and I was like, yeah, right, maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't. But Ann Houston was the property manager at the time. I love Ann Houston to this day. She was one of those old school managers that did shorthand.
I never knew her.
Well, she did shorthand.
Oh, yeah?
And she had no computer skills.
Okay.
And when she interviewed me, she asked me, do you have any kind of computer skills? I said, yeah. I just bought a 386 or 486 at the time. And she said, good, you're hired. Just like that. I'm like, really? She said, yeah. She said, when can you start? I said, what do you need? She said, we need someone tonight. So just like that, I started working the night shift. It was 11 to 7. And she said, there's a nice older gentleman here named Reiner. He'll train you and teach you what you need to do. So at 10 o'clock, I'm ready. I'm telling my dad, well, I got the job. And so I'm coming over here, and Reiner was supposed to train me that night. Reiner handed me the keys, got in his car and pulled off. I'll never forget it. That was so funny. And so basically, I listened to the pipes and sounds of this building and learned what the alarms were on my own. Because I had been a doorman before. So I kind of searched out things and figured things out pretty quickly.
Right.
Yeah, that was one of the greatest memories I could have in the beginning. And as time went on, you know, we had some tragic times too.
Yeah.
You know, we had shareholders who had passed away. You know, those that Sado Dean, myself,
Yeah.
been here a long time, who we come to know and love. Iris Bluestain, and
Yeah.
you know, Tilly Natkin, 15F, and Cecile Celine Cohen, and the list goes on and on.
Yeah.
Miss Eichelbaum, and we grew to know these people, and they become like family. And from that point on, being in this building with 80 units, this building became our family. For me personally, it became my family. This has been a refuge for me in bad times and good times. I come to work, and someone will make me laugh, or so it was something to celebrate. Always here, even on the job. And that's what makes this place special, because, like I said, on the 80 units, you're gonna get to know each other. It's so intimate, and they get to know you as an employee here.
Right.
And I worked in many buildings, downtown, uptown. There's not a building like this one in the city of Chicago, where the employees are treated like family, and that's a little dysfunctional, but it's still family. And I've grown to love each and every shareholder here over the course of the years. Some have gone,
Yeah.
and some are still here, and they always have a special place in my heart.
Well, we are going to miss you.
Visit Chicago, because I don't want to be completely disconnected. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not ready for that yet. I do want to take some time to kind of start a new chapter in my life
Yeah.
and do something different. But when I come to Chicago, this is a working city. Everybody's busy.
Yeah.
So it's only maybe a couple of days I can go to the zoo or do
Right.
something in the museum. What I'm going to do is the rest of my time. I'm going to be knocking on the door and,
Yeah.
hey, can I work? Can somebody go on vacation? I would love to come back and still put on a uniform and work. I would.
Right.
That would be the best of both worlds. So
Well, the Philippines is beckoning, right?
it is. It's been beckoning since 1984.
Oh, really?
It's been called. I was stationed there. I was a U.S. Naval third-class petty officer radioman. I used to send ship to shore.
Clark
It's cold.
Air Force or Subic or?
Navy. Subic Bay.
Subic Bay, okay.
Yep. Excuse me 1 second.
So it feels like you are not ready, right?
Oh, I'm ready.
You are ready?
I'm ready. But do I miss? Yes.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like a kid going off to college or,
Yeah.
leaving my parents' house for the first time. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Like I'm leaving home
Okay.
for the first time. Yeah. This has been my home. It's my
Yeah.
home away from home.
Yeah, but are you looking forward to living in the
The
Philippines?
new adventures? Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. But,
So you built a house there, right? Or you
yeah,
built
a
a house?
small house.
What town again?
I'm in, you know what Legazpi is in Bico?
Oh, Bico, okay.
Yeah, so I'm in that area there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So just a little small house, 1 bedroom. So all the relatives don't camp out.
You'll be married to
But-
the entire family.
Yeah, but the kids are gonna come over anyway. They're
Yeah.
gonna see the television set. They're gonna lay on the floor. They're gonna camp out.
Yeah.
Because we're so nice to them. She and I both. We love the kids, her nieces and nephews, of course.
Uh-huh.
And so, Filipino families, you don't knock at the door. You don't call. You just come
Yeah.
on over. Because I remember that one time in the African American community, we were the same way back in the 60s and 70s. You didn't call.
Yeah.
You didn't send a smoke signal. You just showed up. And you sat down, you had something to eat, right?
Right.
That's what I love about the Philippines. They remind me so much of how we used to be. They
Yeah.
still are. You can just walk on in, there's food, there's rice.
Right.
You can eat, you can lay down, you can karaoke, and no one cares,
Yeah.
and it's family, It's the beauty of the Philippines, the people. And that's what's driving me, because I'm missing something here
Yeah.
that I missed since I was a child. We still got it over there, and I love it.
So you actually grew up in Chicago?
Grew up in Chicago, Hyde Park.
Oh, okay.
4818 Dorchester. That's the last address I remember as a small kid. Preschooler. Grew up in Hyde Park. Was surrounded by people like the likes of like Bill Jackson. I don't know if you know about Fun Town. It's like a kid show.
Yeah.
So we had all these artisans and artists in the neighborhood. Went to school with.
Hello, my friends.
Why choose the Philippines
Hello.
for retirement?
Okay. Why choose the Philippines for retirement? Number one, in Southeast Asia, the region I prefer, English is the second language in the Philippines, by the way. They speak Tagalog, they speak different dialects, but English is predominant in the Philippines. So it makes it travel like me. It makes it easy to adapt
Yeah.
because there's people who speak English there. That's why. And not to mention, I had served in the military, served in Subic Bay, and I knew I was going to always come back. Not to be like MacArthur, but I knew I was going to come back. I didn't want to leave. I honestly didn't want to leave. I cried when I left. And now I'm going home.
And of course, you have a wife there.
Yes. I have
That's
a wife.
primary reason, probably, right?
Not necessarily.
Not
Not against
necessarily?
you, honey. This has been my destiny all along. Ever since I
Okay.
left, I told myself I want to come back there one day. And by having her, it's just an additional blessing, a plus.
What are the most memorable moments of your job here as a doorman?
Wow, that's a tough question. Memorable moments of my job. That's 2019, our annual holiday party here. It's like it was the attendance was at the max, at the peak. People were truly enjoying themselves, staff and residents, shareholders as well. I knew something wrong had to happen in the future because we were just having a great time. It was one of the greatest times I had at one of the parties. And shortly after that, COVID struck. Yeah, that was a great time, 2019. Well, we didn't know what was happening, what was going to happen after that. But
Okay, so what would be your best advice to the other doormen who are still here?
I think just moments ago we just demonstrated that. You know, when people approach this building, the first person they're going to see is the doorman. And by seeing me or other doormen, it doesn't hurt to just give a warm greeting, good morning, good afternoon, no matter what's going on in your personal life. But when people walk into this building, I had more people tell me, Charles, I bought into this building because you were so nice and you were so warm and kind. Kindness goes a long way. It goes all the way up to the boardroom. So I try to use kindness as kind of like a protection and a weapon at the same time. You know, defense and offense. Kindness goes a long way, and it'll go a long way in this world. So yeah, kindness would be the first thing I would tell them. The protocol, greeting people when they first come in. Make them feel comfortable when they come in. So if they come in for a meeting or to sell real estate, it's vital that we share that
Right.
greeting to people when they first approach.
Your parting words to Aquitanians.
Parting words. Thank you for all the many wonderful years. Thank you for all the grace and just camaraderie, and most especially the love. In a corporate setting, to find people that actually care for you and love you, I feel really special. As a doorman, I really feel special because I'm sure a lot of doormen in the city don't receive what I receive. But in Aquitania, we're family, and I'll leave with just saying, I'll see my family soon. I'll return. So bye for now, family. But I'll be back.
And more, much more than this, I did it my